Welcome, everyone. Today we take a look at the journey of a man whose story isn't built on flash or bravado, but on grace, work ethic, and an unrelenting belief in staying true to himself. A quarterback who never needed to shout to be heard, who never needed to seek attention to gain respect. A man who embodies quiet excellence, whose presence has influenced every locker room he's ever walked into. This is the story of Marcus Mariota, a player whose career has become a blueprint for perseverance, humility, and heart in a profession that rarely rewards the patient. Marcus Mariota's life began in the warm embrace of Honolulu, Hawaii, a place where community and family define who you are long before any sport does. Growing up in that environment shaped the man he would become. His parents, Toa and Alana, raised Marcus and his brother Matt with discipline, kindness, and a deep connection to faith. From an early age, Marcus was taught that success isn't measured by how loud you are, but by how consistent you can be. He learned to honor his word, to respect his elders, and to approach everything, school, faith, and sport, with the same sense of humility. Football came naturally, but nothing about his rise was guaranteed. At St. Louis School, a powerhouse in Hawaiian football, Mariota sat behind another quarterback for most of his high school career. He didn't complain, didn't transfer, and didn't quit. Instead, he studied. He absorbed everything he could. When his senior year finally came and the opportunity arrived, he was ready. He exploded onto the scene. Quick, precise, unshakably calm. His combination of speed and intelligence separated him from the rest. He didn't just play quarterback, he commanded the field. That one breakout season put him on the map, and soon college coaches across the country took notice. Among them was Chip Kelly, the innovative coach at the University of Oregon, whose fast-paced offense was changing the landscape of college football. Kelly saw something in Mariota that couldn't be measured by statistics alone: composure, humility, and intelligence. When Marcus arrived in Eugene, he wasn't expected to start right away. But by the time he finally took the reins as a redshirt freshman, it was clear he was something different. Mariota brought a new kind of energy to Oregon. He wasn't just fast, he was methodical. He didn't just throw touchdowns. He understood the game on a deeper level. His style was effortless, yet efficient. His leadership was quiet, yet commanding. With him under center, Oregon's offense became a blur of precision and power. Opponents couldn't keep up, and fans couldn't look away. But beyond the numbers, there was something pure about the way Mariota played. A joy, a love, a sense of purpose that radiated from him. In 2014, that purpose crystallized into history. Marcus Mariota became the first Oregon Duck to win the Heisman Trophy and the first player of Polynesian descent to ever claim college football's highest individual honor. It was a moment that transcended sports. Standing on that stage in New York, wearing his lei, his voice trembling with gratitude, Mariota thanked not just his team or his coaches, but his family, his faith, and his home. To the people of Hawaii, he said, "This is for you." It was more than a victory. It was representation. It was pride. It was proof that humble beginnings can lead to legendary heights. Then came the NFL, and with it, a new set of challenges. In 2015, the Tennessee Titans selected Mariota with the second overall pick in the draft, making him the face of a franchise in desperate need of leadership. From day one, Marcus handled that responsibility with the same calm that had defined him his whole life. His first game was unforgettable: 4 touchdown passes in his debut, a perfect passer rating, and a performance that seemed to signal a new era in Tennessee. But the road ahead would be anything but smooth. The NFL tests everyone, even those with the purest hearts. Injuries, coaching changes, and inconsistent rosters made Mariota's path unpredictable. There were flashes of brilliance: a 95-yard touchdown pass here, a clutch comeback drive there. But there were also long stretches of pain and frustration. His calm demeanor, which had once been praised as maturity, was now misunderstood by critics as passiveness. But through it all, Marcus never changed. He never lashed out, never blamed anyone, never lost his sense of gratitude. And then came 2019, the year everything shifted. Mid-season, he was benched in favor of Ryan Tannehill. For most quarterbacks, that would have been an ego-crushing moment. But Mariota's response revealed exactly who he was. He stayed supportive. He mentored his teammates. He congratulated Tannehill publicly and privately. His dignity in that moment spoke volumes, not about how to handle success, but how to handle disappointment. After his time in Tennessee, Mariota became a man of reinvention. He accepted backup roles, first with the Las Vegas Raiders, then the Atlanta Falcons, and later the Philadelphia Eagles. And while some saw a career in decline, those who truly understood saw something else: resilience. Mariota's journey was teaching a powerful truth, that sometimes leadership shines brightest when you're not the one in the spotlight. In every locker room he entered, teammates spoke of his generosity, his work ethic, and his humility. Coaches praised his preparation, his ability to stay engaged, and the calm he brought to chaotic moments. Marcus Mariota's impact has always extended beyond the field. Through his Motive 8 Foundation, he's poured time, resources, and love back into the communities that shaped him. From Hawaii to Oregon to Tennessee, his focus has been on kids, helping them find opportunity, confidence, and hope. He's never forgotten where he came from, and he's never stopped giving back. That's the heart of who he is. A man who believes success means nothing if it isn't shared. Even as his NFL career evolves, Mariota's name still carries weight, not just for what he's done, but for how he's done it. His story isn't about chasing fame or proving doubters wrong. It's about staying faithful to the process, even when the world stops watching. It's about being the same person in victory and defeat. It's about living with grace in a profession that often forgets the meaning of that word. What's remarkable about Mariota is that he has never allowed circumstance to define him. Whether he's starting on Sunday or serving as a mentor on the sideline, he carries himself with the same calm strength. He's never lost sight of the bigger picture, that football is temporary, but character is forever. For him, every snap, every film session, every early morning workout is another chance to represent something larger than himself: his family, his culture, and his faith. He is, in every sense, a quiet warrior. The kind of athlete whose influence is felt long after the game ends. He doesn't command attention with words, but his actions tell a story of endurance and selflessness. When the spotlight fades, he's still there, preparing, studying, staying ready. That consistency, that resilience, is what defines true greatness. And maybe that's the lesson of Marcus Mariota's journey, that greatness doesn't always look like what we expect. Sometimes it's not the loudest, the flashiest, or the most celebrated. Sometimes it's the one who keeps showing up, keeps believing, keeps serving others. The one who plays not for applause, but for purpose. Marcus Mariota's story isn't finished yet. Wherever his path leads next, whether as a starter, mentor, or leader in another capacity, his legacy is already secure. It's written not in trophies or headlines, but in the respect he's earned and the lives he's touched. He's proof that even in a world that glorifies noise, there's power in being steady, humble, and kind. Because in the end, Marcus Mariota's greatness doesn't come from what he's done, it comes from who he's chosen to be. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this tribute to Marcus Mariota, a story of resilience, faith, and quiet greatness, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories about the athletes who remind us that strength doesn't always need to shout.